Hey everyone, it's Zyra. Happy Wednesday to all my carnivore buddies. Thanks for all the lovely comments. Melissa, you're doing so well. Keep it going. And Rain Dancer and Carnival Transformer and all the oldies I'm sure you're watching. But yeah, still feeling a little bit under the weather, but not as bad as yesterday, which means the carnivore meat is getting me through it. I can feel my body fighting it. So I'm 100% excited about that. But yeah, no medicine taken today and only a tiny bit of a cough. Things are looking up. I was going to say, it's so easy to eat bad when you're ill. Like, it's so easy to give in because you're like really run down, you're feeling a little bit grouchy, and then you instinctively think of like naughty food because it makes you feel good, right? It releases all these happy like endorphins and whatnot. So every time my husband's ill or me in the past, we would just eat really naughty food or get a Deliveroo and just pig out. But this time is so different, which that it just shows how much I've changed in my habits. So this week I just ate loads of meat and I stuck to it and I feel really good for it. I know I'm not gonna, well, I have a feeling, I haven't actually weighed myself, but I have a feeling that when I weigh on Thursday, it might not have gone down and it might have gone up just because I have overeaten on meat, basically. And so we'll see what happens. I know you can lose weight by eating as much as you want, meat-wise, but sometimes I just feel like a little bit like I just feel heavy. So let's see what happens. It would be amazing if I lost weight, but if I don't, I'm not going to make a big thing about it, a big hoo-ha. What else? I wanted to say that my thoughts are with all of the people in Florida and surrounding areas because I've been reading about this superstorm, like hurricane. It sounds absolutely horrific. People having to leave Florida because there's a category 5, which is the worst ever category. Like, the experts are even saying they might even need to make like a new category because it's that bad. And just people like tweeting and like on threads saying that they shed a tear like leaving their homes because they don't know if they're going to come back to one. That's really sad. And then I was watching these videos that are like AI generated, and they were showing what's going to happen and how high the water's going to rise and the wind level. It's really scary. These natural disasters are nightmares, actual nightmares. Therefore, I am keeping them in my prayers. And also the many horrific things happening in the world. All we can do is keep positive. I actually don't like watching the news because it is very depressing. But sometimes you have to, just to keep aware of what's going on, right? We don't want to be like blind to it all. What else? I feel really good in my energy levels, considering I'm under the weather. I feel really good, and that is all thanks to the meat. Today I have had one meal, and that's another sign of me feeling better because I don't feel like I want to eat loads like I did yesterday and the day before. I don't feel like snacking. I had 3 ribs and I had 3 chicken legs. It was really good, really filling, and I feel good, happy. I was gonna say as well, when you're like having like a week or 2 or 3 where your weight doesn't move, I was reading up about it, and even though you're like, say, completely being strict and whatnot, don't let it get you down because it is something that can happen, and there's like a science behind it. It's like going back to our ancestors and the carnivores and the the Stone Age people, they were literally like finding something to eat. They'll find it, they'll hunt it down, they'll cook it, eat it, and then they won't know when their next meal is, right? But they have to survive, so their body, the human body, is built in such like an amazing way that it knows when to kind of hold on to fats to keep you insulated for the winter, all that jazz. So that could also be the reason. And sometimes you hit a weight which is pretty good, might not be your goal, like for example what I'm going through. Sorry. But then your body is almost like holding on to that little bit of fat because it thinks, oh, I don't know when I'm going to, get fat again. And so that kind of needs to be taken into consideration as well. If your weight's not moving, just persevere through. I've even read stories of carnivores who didn't lose weight. They actually put on weight for the first like month or two. And when I read those stories, I think, oh my God, they are really, really committed and determined, because if that was me, I'd just be like, oh, to hell with this, I'd be like so upset, like if that had happened, but it didn't, thank goodness. I just dropped loads of weight in the first couple of months. But I think that the fact that they then, after putting on weight or whatever, they just carried on, they stuck with it. That is the key. If you're sticking with it, you can't go wrong. You've got to stick with it. It's the determination, the dedication, motivation. I don't know why I can't think of any more words, but that is the key. I was going to say lubrication, but oh my God, the motivation, dedication is there, and as long as you keep that, you will get to your goal. I don't think that this is a good week for me, but it doesn't matter because I'm on the right track and I've stuck with it and I haven't faltered. I haven't given in, even though there's crisps in the cupboard and there is, things here and there that keep popping up, like family gatherings and whatnot, but I stuck with it. The willpower's there, still in the zone, and I hope you all are too. Speak soon. Bye.